Good morning, everybody. We're out here today getting some stuff done outside. It's going to be a beautiful day outside, so we're going to take advantage of this awesome weather today. Riley. Good morning, Riley. Riley, look at the camera. So today's job, we're gonna go and take the front doffer column out. And back last year, before we got to picking, we replaced all these spindles right here. And what that consisted of is you take the old spindle out. So these have left-handed threads on them. So basically, if you know righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, it's the complete opposite. It's more like righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So we took them out. Then you go, and once you take the spindle out, you beat it right here. Beat the spindle out. You have to replace this dust cap. You can buy the whole unit, but it's just way more expensive to do it that way. So usually, I mean, these nuts stay in pretty good shape, so we just beat them out of the nut. But anyways, we went and we put the new spindle in, put the new dust cap in as we beat it in. And these spindles, I want to say, were almost $6 a piece. And these were like 18 cents a piece. So yeah. And not to mention, there is 3,600 spindles in these heads. Do the math on that one. Yeah, so primarily I was the guy that took all the spindles out. I'd sit there, I'd take the impact all the way down. And these are Pro 16 heads, so they have 20 spindles on each bar, and 16 bars in the front, and I think 12 bars in the back, if I'm not mistaken. But yep, that one right there needs to be replaced. Here's the old tank truck. We'll be pulling that back out before you know it. So everybody's probably wondering, what is a doffer column? So basically the cotton goes into here. These spindles are sitting here spinning round and round and round. Then back in there, the cotton's going through there, and the cotton pops around here. And this is the front drum, and the cotton comes, and there's this giant vacuum system, and this doffer column spins around, doffs the cotton off the spindle. Then it goes and the cotton comes through here. This is usually shut. It goes right up in, and right up the chute it goes. And usually there's a giant door that goes from here to here. But yeah, you got the front drum, then you got your back drum. The front drum spindles usually get replaced more than the back drum, because the front drum usually does all the picking. The back drum is basically it's kind of like a backup pretty much, just in case anything is missed. It usually cleans it up good. And when these spindles are on, they will take your leg off. They spin very, very, very fast. For example, don't be Danger Man. Danger Man is there to tell you what not to do. Then everybody's probably wondering, what are these right here? These right here are your moisture columns. The moisture column, basically, we mix Dawn dish detergent and water into our system. John Deere recommends that you use spindle cleaner. Spindle cleaner is way too expensive. Yeah, it might prolong your moisture pad life, but I mean, Dawn dish detergent does pretty much the same thing. But yeah, what it does is when these spindles come back around, the head's turning is going this way, and what it's doing is there's water leaking out of here and soap, and it goes and it makes sure all these are clean before it goes back around to go picking. So when we take these doffer columns out, we take these 15 millimeter nuts off. It's 3 of them right here. If you take these off, sometimes you forget to tighten them back up when you put them back in, and this triangle plate decides it wants to fall off. And when the triangle plate falls off, the cup falls off, and then you got a bad day. Especially now because of parts and everything. Back during cotton season, we had trouble getting parts, and we were down for like a whole day because we didn't have this. And what happens when this cup is not in here, this doffer column goes and it just bounces around, and that's not good on that doffer column. So why are you taking the doffer columns out? Well, they have to go, and they go into a machine and they get planed each year. And sometimes these pads, they'll get replaced if they're really bad, but they go and they put them on a machine. They make sure each gap is perfect, or not gap, but the thickness of the doffer column is perfect. And the general rule of thumb is when you're tightening these down to pick cotton, you don't even want to be able to get a dollar bill in between that spindle and the doffer column, but you still want enough play in between them. That way it cleans that cotton off good. Rest in peace to the old office. Needed to come down anyways. Man, it feels so nice to be out here in a short sleeve shirt. It's been like abnormally like cold this winter. I haven't been cold, but it's been rather on the cold side. We got some rain coming in, so I'm gonna get this auger moved. Then I'm gonna go and get it moved to the side and put those beans up so we don't have a mess, because wet grain stinks. I wish they were that easy to put on. Sometimes they're terrible. Well, we got the old office tore down. Now we're got it loaded up in the back of the 10-wheeler. Got the loaded up the scrap metal into one of the old drying trailers. I think we should leave it like that. It's a cool little half and half. My dad said that it was put up in like in the 80s. He said he doesn't even remember that paint scheme. The cream and the red. I think I like the white better. Look at that boat anchor right there. God, that thing probably has some age on it. Let's see if we can grab it with the old grab bucket right here. Goes. We're not throwing it away. And just like that, she's all cleaned up. I think we need a little bit of air in that tire over there. She's flat. Somebody's got a mint right there. My gosh, that's a lot of money in trusses. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. I think the last part was recorded last Thursday, excuse me. But today I'm gonna go get the doffer columns and get them cleaned up and carried them down to the John Deere dealership. Oops, I forgot to put my tailgate down. All right, let's go to the shop and get them cleaned up. So basically what I'm going to do now is, as you see where this cotton is kind of matted up in here, I'm going to take a flat-headed punch. I'm going to put it on the bench grinder, and I'm going to sharpen it down. That way I can go and it'll cut it out so much easier. I use a punch because you can't really get a pocket knife in there to cut anything, because it's, I mean, two of my fingers are, yeah, it's hard to get into. So get that knocked out. Oh, perfect. Yep, so I'll sharpen that down. That way she'll cut right through the cotton. Always safety first. Alright, so got my punch sharpened. Let's get started. So as you can see, I just cut that one right in half and boom. Look at that. Good. Oh, wrong one. Good as new. All right, well that's one doffer column done. Once I get the rest of them done, then I'm gonna take them to the farm and I'm gonna hit them with the pressure washer. All right, guys, so got them knocked out. No more cotton. Run these to the farm, then I gotta run home real quick and come back and get them pressure washed, and we'll try to get them to the John Deere dealership today. Or I could just say screw it, carry it down there. They sent a nice hefty cleaning charge on the bill. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean them myself. I think my dad would get real excited to see that when it comes in the mail. All right, so now it's time to do some pressure washing. Heat is amazing. Watch this right here when I go to hit her. Oh yeah. This thing burns off of diesel fuel. It's freaking awesome. Got an electric motor. We've had some work done to it in the past, but other than that, like, a heated pressure washer is the way to go, especially when you're cleaning grease off of stuff. just like that, we got a beautiful doffer column ready to go get planed. All right, so we're all loaded up. Got my beautiful wife with me today. We're headed down to the John Deere dealership. Then I got my little buddy Grayson back there, my newborn son. We're headed down to Carolina, so see you when we get there. And we made it. Well, that's gonna do it for this one. Riley, remember, tell everybody what they need to do. Well, she doesn't want to talk. She just wants to run back and forth. But Riley says to like, subscribe, and share. Crazy dog. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.